Alrighty, here we go. I got that posted. Let me make sure it went. Uploading. Excellent. Trying out this sweater I got on sale at Uniqlo, and it's a wool. It's not a wool blend. They say it's merino wool, but I've always found wool sweaters to be so itchy, and this is itchy, and I'm just trying to deal with it because as far as temperature goes, it's really nice. It keeps you warm, but it doesn't overheat you. And the other sweater I tried today was just like keeping it all in, so I didn't want to. Okay, I've got a couple of ideas here. I think I did not actually end up using this idea last time. Here we go. These are some of the ones I had last year. I used floof deer. I don't think I added Baham floof. I think I ever added this to the website. And I kind of would want to change it to Bah Humbug. Change it a little. I know I added floof deer because I got a sample of floof deer crossing. Let me look here. See what I've got here. Candy cane hearts, follow off floofs. I've got that. I've got the floofy Xmas. Decorating for cuteness. The only one I really added was I did the floof deer. Really? Did I seriously not? Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna fix that. I'm gonna need to get that. I do quite like floof deer crossing. I'm going to fix these up, and I'm also going to do let's make this a little wider. I'm going to change it to Bah Humbug. Here. Or at least kind of sort of. I don't quite, yeah, I'm not quite digging that. I want to go maybe to, yeah, maybe one of these boucherie or charcuterie. It kind of is cute. It's kind of an etched look. Let's just go down. Since I never ever make it to the end of the alphabet before I pick a font, let's start from the bottom and go up. Oh, that's kind of cute. That's very readable, highly readable. Let's see if there's something else we like. I kind of like that one a little more. This is kind of funny. It's kind of like an old typewriter font. I wonder if it would be cuter if I just did Bah Humbug underneath instead of under something like this. Just edit this a little bit. What if I made it smaller too? Hey Sharon, welcome to the stream. I thought this is one that I I kind of didn't finish from last year. So I know I had some cute ideas and I was working on an idea list. in my notebook this morning, and I wanted to come back to this Momo caroling with the floofs idea. And then, so I opened up my old, changing the way I'm sitting here. I opened up my old file and I saw that I had these other designs, and I also have, I can't tell if I want, I know I wasn't happy with the text, and it was something, it was much different and much larger. And I feel like this text might be a little better. But let me go back. And so this is the other one that I didn't finish, the Floof Deer Crossing. Things keep spinning on me. Is it me or a weird stream? Let me see. I don't have any dropped frames, but I have experienced YouTube being kind of weird lately, and I have had the spinny thing. I think it's just probably YouTube side being a little... Okay, good. I'm glad it's better. Yeah, I thought these guys were cute. I actually got a sample of this, and still not happy with the text. I do like this, using the nose over the eye. I like the elaborate X, but I feel like this is a little not easy to read. So maybe play with that one a little bit too. These are the original, that was the Baham Floof. So this is the original right here. I had it Baham Floof instead of Baham Bug. I still feel that it's a little bit difficult to read. And so this is the Cozy Town Christmas Festival idea that I had, where the floofs would be caroling on maybe some gifts or some hay bales, and Momo would be next to them. But I'm thinking of changing that to maybe a Cozy Town Christmas market, maybe something like that with a couple of other booths. I could do a Pudge caroling booth. What did I write down? I said Pudge's caroling corner. Let's see, I have Food Games and Caroling, Pudge's Caroling Corner, GB Christmas Cookies, and I kind of sprouted off to do a Floof Snowcat building, and then that reminded me of the comic I did with Coco's Winter Wonderland, which I could do a little advertisement for that, which could be cute. So that's where I'm thinking I'm going with that. But yeah, it's this idea that I kind of want to refine and explore. I'm gonna cut this, I'm gonna paste in front. Then I'm not sure what to do for this one. I want to figure out, maybe just play around with this font a little bit. I'll keep these two separate. Actually spell things correctly. His sweater is so itchy. God darn it. It's I'm trying to force myself to wear wool, but I don't think it's gonna work. We'll keep up the fight though. I'm not gonna give up. Crossing floof deer. Need something cute and Christmassy. That could be cute, but that's a little bit too... I don't know, that seems a little bit not as relaxed. Seems like it feels a little stuffy for a floof deer crossing. This one's a little hard to read. That one's okay. Oh, I did Xing for crossing. A little bit collegiate with that one. This actually looks kind of cute. I've used this one before. Oh, that's pretty. That looks Christmassy. Let's try the Xing. See how that looks. Probably a little bit too thin. What do the deer crossing signs look like? Oh, it is Xing. And it is that kind of squarish, very, okay. Xing. They don't even have a dash. And it's the diamond. Okay, given that, let's revise. Let's revise. Let us revise. So I'm going to use something navy. All right, let's go here and let's go back up to find one of those fonts that I thought was a good. It was here, I think. It's an export. Well, cheap pine could be one, but that's not the one I just saw. Gin, I used that before. That has a little bit of a look to it, but it also is kind of hard to read. welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day today. That's easy to read. That's easier to read. And that's got a little bit of, now it kind of needs to be a sans if you're going from the actual sign. So let's see what else I can find here. I was thinking cheap pine because it does work, but it has that little kind of shadow. And I don't know. Blue Deer Crossing. Just gonna duplicate that and let's go. Yeah, that's one I had used. HW Arts there. That's one I'd used before. That one is kind of soft and cute and easy to read. I might go with that one. It's softer, but this one is a little bit more interesting. I don't know. Hey Catherine, welcome to the stream. I'm editing some designs that I didn't end up using last year. I'm really thinking about bringing this one, the Bah Humbug. I changed it to from Bah Hum Floof, which this is what it was before. This font never really hit with me. Something bothered me, so I never actually released it. And I feel the same thing with this one, the Floof Deer Crossing. I like the nose thing here, but I just feel that I don't know, something about it just didn't hit. So I'm trying to edit these designs and make them feel a little bit better and a little bit more workable. So if I do this, and let me just come in here and take these guys out. I'm going to group this and I'm going to cut it, and we're going to paste in front, move you down. So one idea I had was, because the classic deer crossing signs are that diamond shape, so I could do a diamond shape, but I could, here's the idea, I'm going to make just a little bit of a curve there, and I'm going to put the diamond behind them to kind of draw the whole thing, bring the whole thing together, hopefully. Maybe I'm just, making things far too complicated. We shall see. Stroke, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come on. Needs to be thick. Because my idea is that, like, the floofs are, maybe they're breaking out of the crossing sign. Maybe maybe it's offset towards the bottom and the floofs are popping out of the top. I like that. Oh, it's almost like it's meant to be. Okay, so let's explore this. Hold on just a second here. Oh. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let me see if I can make this work. I'm going to make you a little smaller. And you need to probably come up a smidge bigger so we can actually see the crossing sign. But I really kind of just want to keep it here, because they're breaking out. Maybe just bring it up a little. Maybe enough so that the art, I could extend this little bit. Actually, that looks kind of cool. crossing smaller. Let me save before I lose this. And I know I can see kind of, I don't think you guys can't probably see this as well, but I do have some white little sparklies. I might want to do more white little sparklies. And the whole of this design, let me just drag a duplicate out here. So I'm going to need to fill this with white maybe. And then I'll fill this with another color, like just like a little bit of back where they are. And then maybe I'll double this. Maybe I'll double the sign. Hey Chris, welcome to the stream. It's itchy. It's especially itchy here, and I'm fighting. I will try. I'm not, you know, like, ooh, wait a minute. Let's make this a little bit thinner. I won't be mad if it doesn't work because I got this on sale at Uniqlo, and it was a great deal. So I'm not like gonna be upset if it doesn't work. But with a little bit more visual interest there. Is that adding to it though? And this little bit, is that helping the design? And if I center these good guys, let me just center them on each other. And I'm gonna cut. Paste in back. And then what I need to do, actually let's cut this and let's paste in the back of here. So I can send my mess of this to the back over here. Stop. There we go, there we go. All right, now let's send this good stuff to the back, all the way to the back. And I'm gonna see if I have enough points on here that I can use this to just fill this whole area up. And then maybe I can do an offset color here, like maybe take the red or the pink of the mouth and add just a little touch of extra color there. The traditional crossing sign is yellow, and I'm keeping that in mind because I might want to bring that in as well. I don't think I need that one. Let's get rid of him. Oh, there were two there. Okay. So all these guys are cool. Nope, that's not cool. Oop. Oop. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Now I need to go all the way out, and I need to bring my floof deer crossing text in. So that one's grouped. Let me bring this to the front, and then I'm going to take this one all the way back underneath everything, and let's just try a fill of the red. That's too much maybe, even though it's red. If I do yellow, that would be the traditional, like the yellow crossing sign. But that's a more Christmas red. Or I could leave it open and have the shirt color come through. That could be interesting. I kind of like the yellow. And this is cute too. I could try this one as an alternate. Let me just look. Let me jump out of everything. So this is the progress of ideas. Is this pure white or is this floof white? I think this is floof white. Yeah, that looks floof white to me. It's just a tiny bit warm. It's not pure white, so I could possibly, and I don't know if that would even show up if I did. Well, a little bit. I would have to make this just a smidge darker to have pure snow sparkles show up. Let's move this over here. Let's move these ideas over here. This is the island of discarded ideas. And the more I'm seeing this, the more I'm kind of liking that instead of this. But let's do a version of this instead of this, just to be sure. Okay. And come in here. I'm going to, I think this is it, but I'm just gonna see. I'm just gonna see. All right, in front. Dear, oh no, maybe this is not it. Oh no. This is softer. This is, let's make them the same. Let's see if I can make crossing. Let's just, boop. What if I open up crossing a little bit? Open up, open up, open up. feel like that might match the floofs a little better. But this seems more like official. And for some reason, that's because I did not copy over the little white sparklies. All right, let's come in here and do some white sparklies, and let's fix this little floof that seems to be escaping outside of his fur. All right, and I'm gonna do, okay, I already altered that snow color. Let's do our pure, this will be different because this covers a different amount of space than the other one. So it needs a different, what if I did like sparkles? What if I did like this? I don't think that's fair to the other idea, but I don't think the other idea I don't think this sparkly would work on the other one. It's gonna be all red. The battle of the ideas. And I'm looking at it up here. Okay, we're gonna have the tiebreaker. I'm gonna put it on a test. These both nice and big. I'm kind of leaning towards this one because the text is softer. I'm kind of digging the softer text. Alright, so, oh, I need to fix this little guy. Because he probably had, yep. Darn it. Okay, it's time for a cough drop. What are our fortunes today? Ah, this is the one I don't like. Inspire envy. Put a little strut into it. Okay. Don't waste a precious minute and power through. That's it. It's, you know, I can't count that one because it doesn't. This one is only has 4. Sometimes I get lucky and get 6. All right. So let me. I'm gonna save this guy out. Export up. Nope, I didn't want to do that. Shoot. All right, now I want to save this one out. Oh damn. What artboard is this? 4. Okay. Use artboards range 4 to 5. Export. I would like you to be 300 DPI and transparent. Thank you. All right. Gosh, I've made my artboard pretty big on this one. let me go in. First of all, I'm going to save the entire thing as a whole. And now I'm going to go in here and let's do a test. I'm gonna do Bella Canvas. Oh, my foot's falling asleep. Sorry, Bean. Oh, did I? Oh, big stretch. Big stretch. What would be a good Christmas color? I'm gonna try the Fluke Deer Crossing. I'm just gonna put it on. I know this isn't going to work, but I'm just going to put it on green just to do something here. Okay, desktop boo, Christmas. There we go. And Fluke Deer. Oh, I added sparkles on the outside of the thing. I should probably do that on the other one too. Okay, I'm going to open both of these. All right, let's do this one first. That actually looks kind of cute as it is on the heather green. Oh no, that looks cute. Oh darn. What if I did something like, I do like leaf. I do like sage too. That's really pretty. Oh, that's a little bit. That's more what I would pick, but the Christmas tea should be more like that. It's a little bit. I mean, I don't know. Heather Kelly green is kind of like the classic Christmas green. Let's see what you look like on red. Oh, wow. No, that's great. Cardinal? Nope. That actually kind of looks pretty good on black. Okay, let me uncheck all of these colors that I don't want. Brown? Ooh, that's kind of nice. That is nice. Alright, I'm just going to keep it on a green for now. Let's just do the classic. Oh, the heather green is kind of cute. Mockups. I'm going to drag and drop this in here so you guys can see it, and then I'll be able to see chat. Oh, this is the muscly one. I quite like the muscly one, but let me do this one. You know what? Let me just go back to design because that's, yeah. So. Alright, and now I'm going to switch. And I'm going to drop this with the other one, that one. There we go. So I just the right one this time. Set up the exact same shirt twice. With different, there we go. So this is just on like the extra Christmas green. I just want to see it. I wonder if that would be better on the back. So another element that I like from this one, because I am leaning towards this one because I feel like I can read this a little faster than this one. This takes me a minute because I've got that pop-out text on this. But what I do like that I've done over here that I didn't do over here was trail out the snow to be on the sign. So I like that, and I didn't do that over here. Now the other option I can do is drop out the yellow and just have the shirt go through. All right, I'm going to pause on that one. And let's do this one. Let's just see what she looks like. This is Artboard 2. So let's do export as Artboard 2, please. I would like to use my artboards. Numero dos. 300 transparent. All right. Now, let's see what this one will look like. I'm gonna X that one out. Let's upload the other design. Where's my file? There you are. Bah humbug. All right. She's kind of cute. Okay, let's do a different base tee on this. Oh, that's really pretty on the blue. Let me try the heather detail. Oh, what's going on with my throat? I feel like the color of her hat. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. This brown. What is this brown? Military green. I feel that stands out pretty nice, but that's not really a Christmassy color. That's cute with the red. It's almost like a pink. It says heather red. Nope. That's a little bit too bright. Ooh. Yeah, I don't feel like that would show up very well. Let's try the steel blue. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Okay, let's go with steel blue for a minute. All right, and here's the steel blue with the Bah Humbug. I do need to her little arm. And Scrooge cat. Right. I'm gonna let those sit for a minute. And I'm gonna work on this idea. I think, let me just, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna add that edit. I want it here. All right, so on this one, I'm thinking Cozy Town Christmas Market. And it needs to be like Christmas, like a push up. Cozy Town push. Yeah, I'm glad you like them. I feel like the Scrooge before he kind of has his awakening is kind of that grumpy steel blue color. So I think that works, and especially with the teal that I put on her hat and her grays, I think that works pretty well. So I like that. Maybe a little big, but actually I'm not. Oh no. I'm gonna leave it. I had an idea. But yeah, this looks pretty solid on a lot of different colors. I tried it. This is the classic Kelly green. I think this is the Heather Kelly. So it's got a little bit of a, it's not a texture or a pattern, but it's just a little bit of a kind of a, well, it kind of is a little pattern. It's just that kind of horizontal heather fabric look. But I also tried leaf green, which is a little bit more like the grass down here. That looked pretty good, and sage looked good. It gave it a different vintage look though. So red was actually okay, but it was the darker red because the bright saturated red, you lost their noses and the hearts here. I tried navy, which looked really cute, and I tried, there was another I thought, actually black did pretty well. Everything popped here. My only concern with the black is this dark brown. I feel like sometimes on the darker colors they put, and this is print on demand, that base layer that they have to put down to print on dark colors is just a tad off on registration, and I can notice it sometimes. Sometimes it's fine. It just depends, I guess, on the machine and who's calibrated it, and if it's, you know, had a bunch of shirts run through it or printed through it. I feel like the calibration is sometimes a little off, but it happens and is most noticeable on those darker colors. But I mean, really any color that I put this is going to have that base layer, but if it's a lighter color, it's less noticeable if the registration's off. But that's probably something that I'm just being nitpicky about. I like Booths are all over, and EL is just like, ugh. I think this fits better. Anyway. I think it fits better. All right. Now let's work on this idea. Do I want to start with, let's start with blocking out the text, the word. And I'm just going to scooch this down and start fresh because I know kind of what I'm looking for. She's gonna be holding something. Maybe she's holding a present. It's wrapped. And have a nice bow. 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 And she's got her cape on. Tail. I want to have 3 tweeters here. This one's the singer, and then these are the tweeters. Those are my notes. That's my shorthand for music notes. I can do a barrel and maybe have a wreath garland around the top. And maybe this is maybe this could be a hay bale, but have some snowdrifts around it. think I like how this is looking. And if I do... So red. I do snowy details, kind of like a Calvin and Hobbes scene. I think that could look nice. What did I say? Food, games, caroling. Food, games, carols, and shops. Have that at the bottom to kind of close it out. But now to find this, because I know it's in my head, and I don't want to draw this, but I could draw this. I could. I think that's cute. I like that Christmas poster. It's like a poster. Alright. So, knowing me, I can take ages to find the right font where I could just end up drawing it. Bring this back down to 0. And I'm going to come up here. I need to find something fancy. Nope, not quite that. Nope. Almost, but needs more something. That has a nice swash on the seat. Where's that other one I was looking at that had that really whoop? I like that. That's more like the classic. I've used Funky Dory a lot. No, 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 no. I did not click out. Do not make me click out before I'm ready to click out. It's not nice. That's pretty. I wonder if there's alternates, but that's very hard to read. But that's pretty. Oh, wait a minute, that is pretty. That probably will not warp well, though. That will probably warp horribly. Look at all of that. Look at all of that. Let's change that. What other options do I have? Really, just one? Ooh. Do I have any alternate? Nope. This is gonna warp so horribly. I do like, but that's like a lot. That's a lot. This is gonna warp so bad. But we're just gonna try it. I think what I'll do is I'll draw. It is a pretty font, but I'm gonna try to warp it like this so it curves up, and I just have a feeling that it's gonna look horrible. But we shall see. So what I'm gonna do here, I think it might work if I just try and keep things as this isn't gonna work well. I really don't think this is gonna work well. Make it with a warp. Let's see. Oh, it worked! It worked better than I thought it would. My goodness. Except now I need it to be more. Oh, this is okay. Nope. If only I could. If only I could. I could. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do, nope. Come on, let me edit. Oh, you booger, let me edit. I want to get rid of the C and change it, but it's not letting me edit. I guess after you make a work with object, it won't let you do that for whatever reason. If I just take out that, if I make it a regular C and just draw that by hand, that could be what I accomplish pretty much what I wanted to. And give this a little bit more of an opening. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to come back, and since I know what I did, right? I know what I did. We're going to make you small, and we're going to grab this, and I'm going to bring this, that, and we're gonna object distort top object. All right, so now I just need to straighten up for me. There we go. And I want to make that big. Nope. almost what I wanted. All right, so I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to expand. Just playing around with ideas here. That's cute, but Cozy Town's supposed to be up there. Messing with the fix and the fins. All right, hello Dee, welcome to the stream. Merry early Christmas. I'm not listening to the music yet. Maybe, but none of the others are like that, so I mean that could be kind of cute. All right, so if I do that, now I need to have a market, and then I have to have a Cozy Town. I don't know. I don't know if that's the font I want, but I'm going to stick with it for now. And then I'm going to do the market. Kind of how it is here. Oh, Lord. We don't want to use that font. I would like to something like this, but softer. So maybe recently used. Let's go back. No. Are you even listening to? Oh, no. Okay, just stop. There. That's what I wanted. I want something like that. And then let's make our box. I don't want it to look let's make it in the middle. And boop and boop. And I don't think that's square. I should probably do this with those. I should just... see if this will work again. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Oh ho ho! Well, half of it worked. What did I do? How did I add that? It added it by itself. So, okay. Apparently this has to be... Try this direction. Really? 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 Uh-oh. A little bit of a stretch. She's got us on the other side now. I wonder. Evenly toasted coconut, that is true. She must. All right, buddy, we're gonna listen and we're gonna just, I don't know why you wanted that extra bit there. It's kind of weird, but it's okay. We're gonna deal with it. We're gonna make it work. And that's not working. So let's do it like this. And let's take this. And let's take this. And this snap. And to make you look. Can I remove you? Of course not. Of course not. Why would we be able to do something that makes sense in Adobe Illustrator? Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. You know, I could have just drawn it in the time it's taken me to figure out this stupid text warp stuff. This is what I get. I could have just figured it all out. Be fancy. Now none of these words look real anymore. This is just the... This is just the rough... I don't quite like this, but we're gonna do Cozy Town. And I originally wanted that to be here, like this in a corner. All of my points, I've got some angles here that are just not quite where they need to be. And it doesn't look right. What if I bring you down here, where this is still editable? Quite what I wanted. Not really either. I just kind of want the rise, but filter on here again. Where was I? I was on Rise. Okay, how about up? Nope. Okay, let's just work with this. Yeah, that looks dumb. That looks dumb. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Make it smaller. Oh. Oh, it needs to be slanted. It's not gonna, so close. I'm looking for shear. Can I shear? I'll come back here. Yeah, ha ha ha! I would like to shear. Oh my gosh, it's doing it to my... Okay, cancel. Let's stop that. Let's just select this and see if I can do that now. And it not try to shear the actual angle of my arc. Oh, 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 almost, almost. It's almost there. Maybe I should have done this with the original text like that. Oh, that looks goofy. I need the verticals to be vertical. Come here, come here. They are not straight. Well, the end is straight now. That kind of... I'm close, but it's not what I want. Right there. It's close. I kind of wanted the O in Cozy Town to be right over here, but it just isn't quite gonna work. And this needs to be pinched and this needs to be open a little bit. I mean, I could do kind of the same thing I did here. That's okay. Well, let's just make our little thing like that. I feel I did this already and it didn't work the first time. Why is it going to work the second time? Because it's not. It's just going to be weird again. I've drawn this 3 times over. Come here, you. Oh, yes. Text, go home, you're drunk. Look at that, look at that. Those wiggly bits. How did those wiggly bits? Oh no. Right, we're almost there. Alright, so it's not quite as weird looking as it was. You know, I will be tweaking this to make all these verticals right forever, but that's good enough for now. That's just getting the idea down on paper and letting me stew while I draw everything else. I may go over this rough thing and draw it myself. I just may do that. That's what I'm looking at for this upper part here. So now that I have that, Not sure how to make that effect work in Illustrator. Yeah, it's kind of, I just wanted to get a sort of visualization that I can, I'm not happy with this 100%. Because like the A is really wonky, but I could use this and draw my own over the top and kind of edit where I feel like I want it to be edited. Like I could change these because I have my cursive S's in here. I kind of like those better than the than these, and I'm not quite happy with these little scoops. And this seems like a little bit thick, but it's just the rough idea. I'm drawing this whole hay bale because I want to have I'm going to have the floofs on top of it. So let's just draw my base so I get my angles correct. There we go. When in doubt, guide it out. I got that there. And I can also group these sections. So it's easier for me to go in here and just... So I'm going to have the 3 little tweeter floofs here. My cat for Chinese stir fry. He doesn't have... Oh, Beanie. He says no. He says I'm already toasted and fried. Alright. I think I've angled this, unless I want to have the... Because I feel like I should have some pieces of hay kind of... The angle of this, I didn't draw in that corner. But this is going to be like this. And this is also going to be covered by snow. So I don't really need to draw the whole hay bale here. The angle of this is wrong too. And the floofs are going to be blocking that, so I don't really need that there, but oh, the scritches. She likes those scritches. I was surprised I was able to get her out of her sunbeam. She was but she was taking a break from the sunbeam, so maybe that's why I was able to persuade her. I might have some snow bits. Hey, Jack! Watching and learning, I've always found putting text together so difficult, but it's fun. Yes, it's a labor of love sometimes, or just a massive act of willpower. Depends on how much you like laying out text instead of just doing the hand lettering. I feel like it works better for me if I do the at least something of a layout with the ready-made fonts like I've done. Sometimes I run out of time and I'm just like, okay, it's already here, so let's just roll and run with it. But other times I'm not quite sure and good on some of the details, so I might just go in and hand letter this out, but use most of this and just kind of, or maybe I just need time for it to grow on me, for the idea to grow on me, and then, see if it's worth me going in and hand lettering it, because that'll, nothing's more frustrating than spending the time to hand letter something and then like figure out the idea kind of stinks, or the design is not the best. Alright, so these are my tweeter floofs. Let me go ahead and draw my barrel here. He's going to be standing in this. I'm just going to draw the edge of this barrel here. And my thought was to have maybe some garlands kind of curling over here like this, and maybe a little garland here, but that depends on how, because I don't want that to distract from my tweeter floofs here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna group all of this together so I can group the hay bale and the tweeter floofs together and have them on top of the hay bale. Or sorry, on top of the barrel. So let me go ahead and draw in the barrel floof here in this group. I was going to have him do a big mouth, but maybe this is a... Maybe this is a choir flute. I'm going to group the caroling leaflet together. I don't know if I could hit that note anymore. So I used to be, when I was probably junior high, high schoolish, I think it started in junior high, I was in the, of course, the school choir, but also church choir. And for the Christmas masses, I worked up to be the cantor on O Holy Night, and I don't believe they dropped the octave on that for me. I did the Ave Maria for my sister's wedding, and I worked really hard to sing that one in the original octave. And I remember one of my vocal, it was with the choir director in the church. So she worked with me, and she showed me this trick. Instead of going directly to the next note, you can take like a step, and that was the only way I was able to reach that. What was it, a G? I had to step into it. That was kind of neat. I think I did Oh Holy Night without any changes. Don't think I can make it. Love you too, Chris. He always gives me a classic ask of what time are you on, then he's 20 minutes late. Oh, I didn't even realize it was 2:30. I should actually probably shut down and get some lunch. But I'm glad I got this part of it done. I've got this little main singer floof here done. And this won't be that bad to finish. excited to draw the tweeter floofs. They'll be cute. And Momo with her box, and the Christmas market text right here. I just have to think on that one a little bit more. But this is what all I worked on stream. Actually quite a bit. I came back to these designs from last year and tweaked them up a little bit because I wasn't going to bring... This was last year's kind of t-shirt jam session, and from that I got the hot cocoa time idea. And I also had the Bah Hum floof, and I had the floof deer crossing, and these designs just never quite sat right. There's just something. Even I printed this one, a sample of it, and even with that print sample, I just was like, it's just something was bugging me. And I'm glad I came back and looked at them again, because I think it was a combination of picking the wrong text up here. I kind of like this typewriter font because it feels kind of, I don't know. I think EL would think in a typewriter mode. I should do that. And then this one, I don't know, I'm still leaning towards this one because it feels a bit more readable to me than this one. And I'd rather lean on legibility than not, even though this seems like it is closer to the actual signage, but this softer, curvier font fits better with the floofs. And it works on a multitude of different backgrounds. So I'll definitely have it on the green, but I'll do less, maybe some lighter ones, maybe a light blue for snow. I'll play around with that deep maroon cardinal red again, because I did like that, but it looked really cute on that tan brown though as well. It's like a neutral, and it played off of the brown in the antlers. I always feel like I fumble on colors though, because I know that the most popular wearable colors are black, white, gray, and all of that, but I mean, and those are the ones that sell the most, so those are always the ones that are in stock, but I feel like for Christmas shirts and stuff, you can have a little bit more festive color in there, and it's fun. Anyway, so I'm going to continue working on this. I'll get this design finished out and going to think on this a little bit. I'm about 80% cool with it. The S's are bugging me. These thicks and thins are just a little bit too thin, and I can see that maybe it would not print as well, but it's going to be in a larger t-shirt, so it may print fine. I might just mess with those. Chris. The idea of having the O of Cozy Town over the I for the text is really cool. Yeah, I did. That was the original one. That was the idea, and it's just there. It's just there. It's just not quite right there. But then that's too close. So maybe the answer is, well, also the verticals aren't quite vertical. So if I can, I'll do my measurement lines, and maybe that will make it work. If I just have those verticals in place and just letter it so it works. Because that will bother me, especially seeing this. These verticals are a little bit closer. This is bugging me. The ass. I gotta work on it. There's just, I think that's why I don't like it, is because it's just not quite right. But that's a general idea. I think if this all comes together as I'm hoping it will, And now that I'm seeing it all together, I think the market is overwhelming the rest of this. It's just like a big, I might have to edit that too. Or I could just swoop this up instead of making it big down here. I could have it follow the Cozy Town and Christmas in that arc up. That might look better, and that might be less overwhelming. So, but yeah, that'll work. Alright, so let me go ahead and switch over to my ending screen. There we go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will be back on Thursday with comics, and I will be doing the EL's game comic where she is at the market and the general plot of the comic is that she notices a floof is trying to win one of the carnival games, and the floof gets frustrated and gives up, but EL is like, okay, well, I'm gonna help this, floof out, and she tries and tries and tries and then finally wins the plushie that the floof was going for. And it just is to show a softer side of that character and kind of develop her a little bit more. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me, Chris, Jack, Sharon, Dee, Catherine. I hope you guys, all my lurkers, Mimi, I saw you popped in there. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I'll see you next time.